Now, I'm a social psychologist, and as a graduate student at Yale, my curiosity was sparked by the study of emotions, and by a question my undergraduate advisor had asked me. Peter, why do you think humans even have emotions? What do they do for us? One of my major areas of research ever since has been emotional intelligence. In our earliest work, we described emotional intelligence as a set of skills that one can learn that helps you extract the information, the data contained in emotions, either your own or somebody else's. After a few years of research, it was obvious to me and my collaborators that we weren't asking exactly the right question. We needed to be able to show that emotional intelligence predicted outcomes in life, the ability to form friendships, succeed in school, work as part of a team, and the like. Trouble was, how do you go about measuring the skills of emotional intelligence? We asked ourselves a series of questions, starting with, well, how are personal characteristics typically measured by psychologists? The answer is by asking people to rate themselves. These are called self-reports. But this led to approaches that disappointed us. How would someone know if they were the kind of person who was especially good at identifying emotions or understanding them or managing them or using emotions? Perhaps thinking that you had spectacular emotional intelligence was a sign of not having much of it at all. So that door closed. We asked ourselves another question. If we wanted to know if someone possessed the skills of a great baseball player, hitting, throwing, catching the ball, running bases effectively, how confident would we be of self-report? The answer is not very. All ball players think they're going to be the next A-Rod. When I was a child, I thought I'd be the next Carl Yastrzemski on the Boston Red Sox, while my brother played in the backyard. But in fact, I barely got out of Little League with my pride intact. Why would emotional intelligence be any different than baseball? If we wanted to know whether someone had high EI, we needed to assess these skills as abilities. And what would an ability measure of emotional intelligence even look like? So asking ourselves these questions led to an answer that made more sense. And our ability-based measure of emotional intelligence has now been used in hundreds of studies. Knowing that we didn't have all the answers and taking an inquisitive, curious attitude allowed us the opportunity to create something relatively new. So what questions will you ask? What will spark your curiosity? There is so much we don't know. Let us embrace together our humility, our willingness to admit what we have yet to discover. After all, so what questions will you ask today, tomorrow, the next day? And in the days, months, and years after I have shaken your hand at commencement, let me know. Let me know what questions you've asked that have changed your life. Good luck, class of 2023.